Welcome to Off the Wall, the official podcast of the Mon Valley Academy for the Arts, located at 119 Brownsville Avenue in Brownsville, Pennsylvania. Currently celebrating 10 years of music legacy and community. We're preserving the voices, stories, and history that define the Mon Valley, from the legendary musicians of the Twin Coaches Supper Club to the next generation of rising stars. Join us as we save the music and pass it on. We are the MVAA. Joining us today is Jerry Onesi. Jerry, why don't you give us a little bit of your background?
Hi, I'm Jerry Onesi. I've been a musician, for many, many years, probably 50 plus.
Wonderful.
I think I bring some practical knowledge to the academy. That's pretty much my contribution, I feel.
Wonderful. You've been a musician. What do you play?
In this order, I play mostly bass, also electric guitar, also mandolin.
Oh, that's fantastic. Actually, what an amazing treat that is.
Yes, have been taking lessons here on mandolin from Gary Antal.
Oh, that's great. Got to see you're benefiting from the programs.
He's an excellent teacher.
How long have you been involved with the MVAA?
I think it's been about 6 or 7 years now. Mark had been trying to get me before that, and I kept putting him off. My parents were getting older, and
sure,
until they passed, I wasn't able to devote the time.
I understand.
So glad to be a part of it. I enjoy it.
We're glad to have you. Glad you found your way to us as well.
Yes.
That's wonderful. What kind of role are you currently serving with the MVAA? How do you see yourself serving?
Well, I'm a community liaison. Right now I'm doing the booking for our Chess Park series, where we have a series in Monongahela during their farmers market.
Sure.
We provide music on the gazebo. I think it's newly remodeled this year also. I can't wait to see it. Every Friday during the summer from 4 to 6. From 3 to 6, they have the farmers market.
Okay.
From 4 to 6, we provide music.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And is it just a lot of different bands or any community bands?
It's mostly duos and singles.
Okay.
Some trios.
Wonderful.
We do have a limited budget there.
For sure.
We don't really, and there's not room for a full band necessarily. So the folks down there seem to enjoy it.
That's great. The offering of music is just always wonderful. I'm glad to see it's evolving and getting put in places where the community is also being brought to. So that's great.
Right.
What is your motivation to be part of the MVAA here that brings you back?
We all know how the schools are cutting programs, and we have to find every way we can to reach out to the youngsters and to the citizenry here in Brownsville and all through the area.
Agree. Yeah, the music is rich in this area. We were speaking to another member earlier, Annette Buffer, and she was saying they offer everything from toddlers to senior citizens that are showing up and playing and just joining these wonderful programs that they're offering for free.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's should be our main focus of our mission.
I agree. You bring quality people in who want to do something amazing, and what will come out of it will just be wonderful, and it will continue to grow. So you said you've been a musician. You ran us through the wonderful instruments that you're playing, including the mandolin. Are you still performing? And
Yes.
How are you doing it? How does that find you?
I'm still performing.
Great.
Yeah, I have my own band. I play in another band, usually maybe about twice a week.
Really, twice a week?
Most Fridays and Saturdays.
Okay. Are you still playing in the local area, or
in the local area?
Okay.
From Wheeling through Washington, Uniontown, Deep Creek, Maryland.
So there's some travel there. I would say a little more than local, but that's great.
A little bit of travel.
Okay. And twice a week still.
Yeah.
That's got to be a love, or is it more of a passion for you think?
Yeah, it's a lifestyle at this point. I've been doing it since 1967.
That's fantastic.
I believe that's a long time.
Yeah, that's a passion. I'm gonna leave that a passion. Yeah, no, I don't need to.
59 years.
To be able to do something that I'm gonna call it consistent for that long, and to want to be able to still do it.
Yeah.
That I hope I continue to have that passion that long. So that's wonderful. So, have you been a board member of other nonprofits? And I'm gonna ask you which ones, and how did you interact there? How did that come together for you?
I had been since about 2007 or 8.
Okay.
A member of the Uniontown Salvation Army Advisory Board.
Wonderful.
I recently left them. There was just too many things happening.
I understand.
And I had to back away from that. Although I still do their turkey trot on Thanksgiving morning every year.
Sure.
I do DJ MC service for them. And we we'll draw about 1,000 people every year.
Do you really? That's wonderful.
Thanksgiving morning.
Wow.
And it's a nice event. We have a children's run, and then we have an adult 5K.
And that's also on Thanksgiving?
That's also on Thanksgiving.
That's amazing to see people come out on a holiday where most people think about being with families, but they're giving back to themselves and the community.
Yeah, and they're home by 11.
Still plenty of time for that mid-morning dinner, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's great.
Yeah.
So you use the term community liaison, which I love. I think that's fantastic. Have you been able to connect organizations to the MVAA or through the MVAA, or how does that work for you?
I was able to connect us with one of the local banks that was able to provide us some funds.
Fantastic.
I believe they still do. And that's nodding.
She's
her
nodding.
Head. So yeah,
it's wonderful.
I'm right. I'm correct on that. So
we will always take wonderfully given donations that are benefiting the community, and it's visible. We're here to show this and prove that things are being upward and onward because I myself am from Washington. I give multiple hours a week, come back down to Brownsville and just be a part of these wonderful people's organizations, and I get to meet wonderful people like you, Jerry and Annette. And this is great. Yeah,
it's a great organization. It really is, and Annette and Mark built it from the ground up.
Yes, I came in very late. I get to learn as much as anyone else how this started. I came in, the building was here. I've seen the evolution of the current evolution here in Brownsville, 119 Brownsville Avenue, and to have the backstory to see like, hey, this really was a grassroots bringing up, and it's only because people in the community love music. That's really what it's about. So how do you feel that the MVAA is successfully reaching the community with the Sambill program and the Years program and the Take 5? How does that work for you, and what kind of joy does that see to have all these
I love that.
multiple groups come up?
The Years program, we run that mostly from grant money. We're able to allow youngsters to come in and check out an instrument, try something at no cost to them, because sometimes, cost, it can be prohibitive for them to even try an instrument to see if they have any talent. Not everybody does, but at least they get to try it out, and mom and dad don't have to put out a lot of money.
I agree.
For lessons. So this is a wonderful program. I think we provide like 10 free lessons.
I believe it's 10 lessons right now due to grant money. They can come in and just,
great.
Maybe the first 3, like you said, you're not a piano player, but maybe you're a great percussionist or trumpet or trombone.
Yeah.
And you have that ability to come and the schools don't have that ability right now. You join, you're stuck with one usually, and you have to go through that. Here, you get to experiment, which is nice, and find what fits, let's say, your soul, what's right for you.
There you go.
What in your world influenced you to not only be I'm going to say traveling musician for this long, but has influenced your love of music for this long to now share it with others?
I grew up around music. My dad was a drummer, trumpet player. He sang till he was in his 90s.
That's amazing.
Every Christmas they're putting something in my hands. Look back at the old pictures. There's a set of bongos or ukulele or something. So he did kind of try to influence me there, and he did.
It was always there.
So, always there.
I'm going to push you just a little bit and see if you have that love. And, here's some percussion. And then you found your way to the other instruments, which is wonderful.
Well, of course, February 1964, we saw the Beatles.
Oh, and, yes.
Half my friends wanted to play instruments all of a sudden. And, I was already into it a little bit, So, but
that British invasion, man.
So many people.
I love it. I love that brought people to it and helped learn. And now, again, you're sharing it. You're getting it out there. You're involved in this community. You're still out there performing. How do you feel that the MVAA is influencing the next generation or even the youngest generation of musicians? And through these programs, do you think it'll be successful, or where do you think it'll go from there?
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be successful on certain levels. Just like myself, I was exposed to it young. We're exposing children who may not get a chance at their home situation or whatever. Some of them will go on to play music the rest of their lives, even if it's just, playing piano at home or whatever.
I think that's great. And just playing at home is just as fun as playing in a band. It's whatever you love to do. And the offerings right now, infants, toddlers, senior citizens, middle school, high school kids, and the different groups that they're offering. Like you said, you've got the Sambill Band. I'll use them. They play marching music and band music and jazz music. And from there, the Take 5 group was born out of that.
Yeah, that's a horn
It's all horns, and it was student driven mostly.
Right.
They brought it.
Just for their information, the Sammy Bill Orchestra is a community orchestra.
Correct.
Right.
Yes.
You're a member. Right?
I am a member.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's no cost. Come and join. Everyone's welcome. You know, you come in and, we tell all the new members. We had new members show up last week. Don't be afraid to come and play and mess up. We mess up all the time. The point is you're here and we're learning together, and we're hoping to make something great.
Well, we've had them at the Uniontown Italian Festival last year. And I'll tell you, for me, it was the highlight of the festival. I loved it. The weather was a little warm, shall we say, so the turnout wasn't great. But we're looking for a better turnout this year with the festival. And we're looking forward to having Sammy Bill Orchestra there.
We did a lot of concerts last year, and we love every one of them. That one in particular was a lot of fun. The food was fantastic. Plus, a lot of people that aren't exposed to a lot of Italian music or even older songs that their grandparents or their parents would sing, it brings back all those memories. I know when I walked in, it was amazing, just the singers and other musicians there. So it's really nice to get a collaboration of different people from around just to see the other offerings people were bringing to the area, and it opens your eyes, and it's wonderful. All right. I'm going to skip this question. I think you've made your point. The MVAA is absolutely making an impact in the community. And what it's offering, what it's bringing the people that are finding their way here from Washington, Brownsville, Uniontown. I'm going to say Maryland because you're out there. Maybe your name dropping us there. And I know Ringgold, Best Center, Brownsville, Charleroi, all of these schools and high schools have found their way here, have contacted us. Yeah. They're sending students down, and they're wonderful students. Everyone is they want to be here. And that's one of the biggest draws. I think people like a community, and this is definitely, it's a warm place. With everything going on though, what do you see as the biggest obstacle in delivering music programs to the community?
Well, money's always an issue.
Sure.
We can't do anything without money, and we do get grants wherever we can. I'm not involved in the grant writing, but we have some great grant writers. And I think the other goal that we have as a board is we've got to get some youth on our board.
Sure.
Some of us are getting up there, and I don't know how much longer we'll be here, So we got to get some youngsters involved on the board level. And I think that's a goal that we have.
I think that's a great goal. You're building it up, you're making something amazing. People are seeing it. And now let's say the younger people can learn what you did and how to get here to make it to the next step and get it to the next great place. What do you feel is the greatest purpose for the MVAA in the community, or its draw?
One of the major things is bringing music to the people, some entertainment to them. Certainly, we've done it here at Snowden Square.
Sure.
We do it at Chess Park in the summer every Friday. I see people coming out of the high rise and coming on down, walking, or they got their scooters, and it's the only entertainment they're going to have all week.
Right.
They enjoy it.
Right.
I see the smiles on their faces, and that for me is very satisfying.
I would agree that to bring somebody out, maybe they just happen over here, as in the air, and they came out to see us. I think that's one of the greatest feelings you can have. They were just interested. Mm-hmm. From your past experiences, you can pull from. Is there anything that the MVAA can do to assist in its mission right now? Anything it could do, you see doing better, or continue doing?
Well, Annette and Mark are the idea folks. So I'm here to help them carry out their vision.
I think that's great. Having a perspective and bringing other eyes in, that's really what it's about, because we can all have an idea, and then how do we act upon it? Right. And that's where we get these wonderful ideas.
They've built this place from nothing,
right?
From zero. And here we are, and we're doing well.
I love it. How do you feel they're doing in accommodating and participating in the community, and especially people with maybe a special need?
I know we have special needs students here. I don't have any firsthand knowledge of it, but
sure.
Yeah. And as far as physical needs, we do have a stair lift. I don't know if you've seen it going up to the second floor. It's quite a staircase to maneuver. So we have a stair lift put in there for folks that need it.
Love it. I'd love to see it. It's an older building. There's a lot of codes that have changed over the years, and they're evolving with it as well to accommodate anyone who has an interest. I love it. What do you see as the biggest need in being able to provide music education for children right now?
The schools are cutting back. There's not music programs like there used to be.
Right.
The Brownsville band back in the day was it. was probably bigger than the football
National
program.
winners. Yeah.
Nationally, and was that in the 60s, early 70s? They won a
Correct.
national award. Now they still have a band, and it's still going pretty good, but it's not. The population here isn't like it used to be either.
That's true.
So
it's good to see that the band has survived. Like you said, the population has decreased. There's struggles in most schools right now. They're cutting funding for arts of all areas.
Yeah.
Music is surviving. It's finding its footing. And not only that, but we're finding the love for it, not only in school, but like you said, here at the MVAA, they're offering all these programs. And I would say a good third of I'll use the Sandbill band, it's students, and they just want to play and they want to evolve. And I love that that's a thing for us here. It wouldn't be there without the schools at all, but it's good to see that there's personal interest in the students like that. So.
Right. We feel that music is essential,
Oh, absolutely.
Some school districts don't see it that way.
I always tell people, if it's not essential, don't turn it on in your car and turn off your cell phones and don't listen to it in the stores, because it really is everywhere you go. It's when you don't hear it that you realize it's missing. Mm-hmm. Do you think there's an opportunity to utilize the MVAA in the Uniontown area as much as it is in the Brownsville?
I'm sure there is. We're going to explore that.
That's great.
And see, keep expanding. That's the mission.
That's right.
Onward and upward, I guess,
I love it. And I'll let you go after this one here. In 3 years, the MVAA has grown by leaps and bounds and evolving, remodeling, offering, 8 or 9 new programs. Where would you like to see the MVAA in about 5 years, maybe 10 years?
As I said, I'd like to see some younger board members here, because I don't know where we're going to be in 5 or 10 years. And I think we're probably going to outgrow this building.
I would agree. It's growing by leaps and bounds right now. Yeah.
I don't know where that's going to end up, but we're bursting at the seams here sometimes with the music lessons, 5, 6 different music lessons going on at one time.
Yeah, the interest is high and the love is wonderful. Yeah, you're right. This building is we came into it small and we've already outgrown it in a wonderful way, hence the remodel that's going on right now. Well, Jerry, I thank you for coming in today, and thank you for your time, and keep on playing. We appreciate it.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
All righty.